And we're going to come, speaking of equal, right, and the equinox, we're going to come to equal standing on the mat. So let's have the feet hip-width distance apart, nice and grounded, pulling up strong through the legs, settling the shoulders over the hips, the ears over the shoulders, and facing the palms forward. And now just smooth out your breath. So start to notice your inhales and your exhales. And if you want to count, maybe 4 in, 4 out, do that. Or just think about equal inhale and equal exhale. Notice maybe how just the simple act of focusing on the breath helps calm things down, helps you feel settled. All right, go ahead and bring your hands to your heart and exhale. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, bringing the fingertips up toward the sky. Inhale, turn your palms out, and exhale the arms down. Now turn your palms out. Inhale, draw the arms up. Press your palms together and exhale your hands back to your heart. So we'll do a couple more circle breaths like that. Inhale, fingertips. Exhale. Inhale, draw up. Exhale. And do 2 more rounds of that. Just focus on your own breath here. How your arms move. Your own rhythm. And we'll land back with the hands at the heart. And then come back to mountain pose. So just in time for the equinox on Saturday, the moon is also going to be half moon, right? So half light, half dark. So it's all working together very beautifully. And we're going to be working on our half moon in practice tonight, and I already discussed how we'll work on the sukha, the ease, and the sthira, the more energetic. Okay, so just take a couple of breaths here. Inhale and exhale. We're going to start releasing the knees and hips and the arms. So just take everything down and up. Just let it go. Warming things up. All right, and come back to standing. So we'll do a few spinal moves from standing, and we'll also do a seated spinal series. So take your feet slightly wider than hip-width distance apart. Put your hands on your thighs. Come back to those bent knees and hips. We'll do some cats and cows from here. Arch and round. Coming into cow and rounding into cat. Oh, let that spine go. And the next time you're rounded in your cat, just hold here. Roll your hands up your legs as you straighten them, and roll your shoulders back a few times. And come back to equal standing now. So we'll find the feet hip-width distance apart, nice and grounded. Left arm down, right arm up by the ear, gently tilting side to side, and just flow through it. Let your arms just move. We'll warm up the side bend first, right, with some gentle movements, and then see if you want to take it a little deeper. And the next time you're over to the left, stay here. So the left hand is gently on the left leg. Now tilt a little more to the left, and without coming all the way up, release, tilt, and release. The shoulders are stacked, tilt, and release, and tilt. Press through the right foot, so make sure that right leg is grounded. Float your left arm up, and take your right shoulder back so your heart shines up toward the sky. Come center, arms up, right hand down, tilt to the right, release a bit, come back to the right, release, to the right, release, to the right, and hold. That left foot is grounded, right arm floats up, left shoulder back, shine your heart up to the sky. Come center, inhale, exhale, hands down by your side. So a little gentle twisting here. Take your feet a bit wider than hip width distance. Let your knees be soft, hands to the thighs, and we're just going to go up and back with the right arm. Come back forward, twist open to the left and back, and that's all we're doing. Just open it up. Twist and twist. Keep everything just kind of easy flowing here. The next time you twist to the left and come back, you'll be even. So just go ahead and find your way back to mountain pose. Take a few breaths and see if you can feel your breath moving nice and freely now. All right, let's come to the top of the mat here. Does everybody have plenty of padding for the knees? Okay, we're going to be working on gate pose, which you know is knee down. You can also do it knee, from standing, but if you want to bring your knees down, make sure you have enough padding for your knees. Okay, here we go. Float the arms up. Inhale. Gently fold forward. Keep your spine long. Fold over your hip creases. Go as high or low as you want in this forward fold. Bend at the knees and hips, bring your hands to your thighs, shine your heart forward, and sink your fingertips down to the mat. Step back to down dog. So let's try and find equal distribution of the weight in downward facing dog. So think about 2 hands and 2 feet and send your mind around. Is the weight pressing more into one part than another? Try and even things out. And when you have a nice, even, downward facing dog, begin to pedal your feet. Give them a nice massage. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold. All right, go ahead and bring your knees down. Sit off to the side. We're going to find equal seated here, right? Seated mountain pose. We want the hips nice and even, the spine nice and long, the feet super flexed, palms by your side, palms face up. Exhale. Inhale, draw energy up from the earth. Press up through the crown of the head as you bring your arms down to lengthen the spine, bringing the ribs away from the hips. Fingertips gently touch down. And one more time. Nice deep inhale. And gently touch down. Exhale. All right, let's shake it out. So we're going to do some seated spinal moves here. Let's go into seated cats and cows. You can cross your legs if you like, and if you don't like that, you can totally do it with your legs straight. Bring your hands to your knees. Okay, arch into your cow, round into cat. Arch and round. So now that you're seated and you're doing these, the next time you're sitting in a chair, maybe, you're at work or you're just, watching something or doing something, think about, oh, I could do some cats and cows, because seated cats and cows feel great. And they're really good for your spine. And the next time you're rounded forward, just hold here and sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands to your heart, lean back, and change the cross of your legs, or keep your legs straight if you want. Another thing you can do if you don't want to go full cross is you can cross one leg and extend the other, and then when we change, you'll switch sides, okay? All right, so here we go. We're going to go side to side. Left fingertips down, right arm up by the ear. So before we had the feet grounded, we want to keep the sit bones grounded now. Okay, so keep your right sit bone down as you tilt to the left, and this left hand is not doing anything to support you. The core is supporting you. Bring the arm up, right fingertips gently touching the mat, not doing anything. Left hip stays grounded as we tilt right. Okay, let's keep all that in mind, tilting back to the left. And tilting to the right. Taking it back over to the left. And to the right. And now we add on, so come on over to the left. Place your left hand on your left thigh and make those nice big circles with the right arm. Over to the left, reach forward, out to the right, up. Make big circles. And the next time your arm is up and your spine is long, keep it there. Bend your right elbow. Bring your right hand behind your head, and without pushing on your head, take your right elbow towards your left knee. So just twist and come up. Now we're going to take the right hand down, left arm up, tilt. Keep that left hip grounded, put the right hand on the right thigh, and make those nice big circles. And the next time your left arm is up, you're sitting straight up, just bend your left elbow. Take your left elbow toward the right knee. You're not pushing on your head, you're just twisting. Bring your left elbow toward your right knee. Come on up, shake it out, okay? All right, we're going to do a little twisting from here. So lean back, change the cross of your legs again. Remember, you could be doing one leg out, then the other, or you could be doing this with straight legs. Totally your choice. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so we're just going to lengthen the ribs away from the hips here. Inhale, keep your hips grounded, and just gently turn to the right. See where you go. Take your left hand outside of your right thigh and your right hand by your hip. And then draw the hands across in front with a long spine. Twist to the left. Your right hand's on your left thigh. Left hand is by the hip. Now we're going to go back to the right. And draw the hands across, go back to the left. Draw the hands across to the right. Let's stay here now. Extend the spine. Inhale. Twist a little deeper and turn your gaze toward your right shoulder. And then as you exhale, turn just your head, gaze to the left. Spine is nice and long, good. And exhale, turn your gaze back to the right. Now draw your hands across, over to the left, long spine here, twist. Lengthen, twist a little deeper, gaze left. Exhale, gaze right. Exhale, gaze back left. And come center and release. Take your legs long and everybody shake out, shake out. Inhale and exhale. All right. So those are just some seated spinal moves. Just keep those in mind for when you're sitting. You can do just a few little spinal moves and your spine will be so happy with you. All right, let's get to the core. Take it down. Here we go. All right, so this is quite an advanced class. We're not going to go through a whole lot of variations here, but you know that you always want to pay attention to the signals your body is giving you and listen to those. So go ahead and sit on your hands. Your palms are facing the mat and you just put your hands under your glutes there for a moment. Draw your knees in and straighten your legs. This is actually quite restful with the legs straight like this. Now let's just crisscross. Crisscross the legs. All right, you could stay here the whole time. We're going to start dropping the legs and you're going to feel a difference in your core the lower your legs get. And at some point, your core or your spine is going to say, that's low enough. Okay, you might be coming all the way down till your heels are about 2 inches off the mat. You might be a little higher. And then just slowly start to work your way back up. Crisscross, back up. Hug your knees in for a moment. Inhale and exhale. All right, did everybody find a point? Raise one leg if you found a point where your body was like, okay, that's where I'm going. It could be low, low, low for you. It could be high, 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 right? All right, let's go there one more time. All right, crisscross at the ankles with the legs straight up. Start to lower them. Find the place where you should stop. And then slowly crisscross your way back up. Ooh, hug your knees in for a second. All right. Now we're going to extend the legs to the point where you stopped. Okay, so we're going to start low. However low you started, crisscross, come up, and crisscross back down to your point. Crisscross back up. And crisscross as low as you're going. Crisscross, stay in your low point. Crisscross, crisscross. Take the legs back up and hug them in. Whew. Shake it out. Rock side to side, draw your knees in, move around a little bit. Okay, raise a leg if you felt that in your core. We got it? All right, we're going to change this up now. Bring both feet down, hands by your side. Take your, let's start with the right leg straight up, point the toe, and keep everything still except for your right leg. Flex your right foot and bring the right heel close to the mat. Point your toe, bring the right leg back up, down and up. Down and up. And we'll do that one more time. Down and up, and bring the foot down. All right, left leg up, right knee is bent, right foot's on the mat. Flex your left foot, flex down, we're going slow. Point the toe, bring the leg up. We're not flinging, right? We're bringing the leg down and up with control. Down and up. All right, bring your left foot down. Let those knees gently open and close. Little butterfly wings here. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to work our obliques now. Take your legs straight up. Take your hands straight up. Touch your palms together. Roll your shoulders and head up and take both hands outside the right leg. Come center and down. Roll up. Take both hands outside the left leg. Come center and down. Okay, we're adding on option here. Roll it up, hands to the right. Left leg comes down. Left leg comes up. You come center and down. Roll it up, hands left. Right leg comes down. Up. Center, you come center and down. All right, everybody got that? Let's do that one more time. Take your left leg down as your hands come over to the right. Smooth it out. Come up and hands to the left. Right leg down and up. Okay. All right, now we're going to roll it up. Take the hands to the right. Take the left leg down and up 4 times. 4, 3, 2, 1. If the leg thing isn't working for you, you can just hold. All right, let's take it over to the left, right leg, 4. Remember, we're controlling 3, that leg, 2, and 1. Oh, hug it in and rock side to side. Inhale and exhale. Bring your feet down, open and close your legs a bit. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're going to release the hips a little bit, take them in a little circle here. So with your left foot staying down, your right leg is up, point your toe, and make small circles with your right leg. Start to take those circles a little bigger. Now make your circles really big, down, out, and up. Down, out, and up. Hold the leg up. Make small circles the other direction. Make those circles a little larger. And then big circles, down, out, and up. You're going the other direction from where you just were. Down, out, and up. Bring your right foot down, left leg up. Tiny circles. We're moving from the left hip to the left toe. Make those circles a little larger. And down, out, and up. Now pause, go the other direction, tiny circles, a little larger, and down, out, and up. Bring the feet down, let your knees gently open and close. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to come to hands and knees. You want padding for your knees here, right? Remember, you can have your arms farther forward. You can be standing at the wall if that's better for you here. Inhale and exhale. And we're going to take the right leg back, tuck the toes, press through the heel, and roll over the toes. That's all we're doing. We're stretching the back of the right leg and also giving that foot a nice massage here. Bring your right knee down, take your left leg back, tuck the toes, press through the heel and roll. Press and roll. Okay, from here, you're going to find your way to child's pose. If your hips don't feel ready, we have been working them. If they don't feel quite ready yet, just come up and down a few times until your hips are ready for child's pose. Head is supported. Okay, we're going to start working our way up, but remember we're doing gate to knee down half moon. So we're going to just come up to kneeling here. So turn yourself on your mat where you can do gate and make sure you have enough padding for your knees. Take your right leg out to the right. Your left knee is under your left hip. Personal preference if you want your toes up or your foot down. Right hand is on the right leg with the palm up. Left arm is up by the ear. And we tilt. This is the gate. And up. Gate helps us deal with change as we come into the autumnal equinox, signaling the changes ahead. Over and back. And now we'll take it to the half moon. Take it to gate. Keep coming around. Bring your left hand to the mat, right hand to your right hip. Okay, engage your core here. Don't drop into your right wrist. Stay light. Take your right leg up and maybe the right arm, if that's good for you. And maybe take your arm up by your ear. We're coming back to gate. Knee down, half moon. You might just roll into it this time. You might still be taking it in a few steps. Either way is good. Keep your core engaged. One more time. Gate. Knee down, half moon. And then come on back up. The right knee is down. Okay? If you're still good, take your left leg out to the side. If you need to come into down dog to release things for a second, feel free to do that. Left leg out to the side. Toes up or foot down. Left palm is up so that the hand can slide gently down the leg. Arm is up, right arm. We tilt. And up. This is another shoulders stacked pose. Okay, we're not going like this. We're not bowing forward. Shoulders are stacked. Gate. And now gate to half moon. So here we go, gate. Let that right arm keep coming all the way around. It gently touches the mat. Left hand to the hip. Maybe your left leg comes up. Maybe your left arm comes up. Maybe you extend. Gate to half moon 2 more times. So after your final half moon, you're going to come back up, come to kneeling, and find downward facing dog. Go ahead and take any journey that you like, bringing your feet to your hands. Take a nice half lift. Fold forward. Ground through the feet. Exhale, and as you inhale, float the arms out and up. Upward salute. And exhale, hands to heart. And release. Okay, let's shake it out. Inhale and exhale. All right, so we're still working with crescent moon energy, moving into half moon. So let's keep a little crescent moon in our sun salutation tonight. Again, you'll want your padding. Top of the mat, mountain pose. And when we do our crescent lunges, we're going to be bringing the arms back rather than up tonight. Okay, so that's just how we're doing them. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Bring your fingertips down. Lunge back with your right leg. We'll take a moment. It's great to take a moment to enjoy this lunge here. Now bring your right knee down, point the toes, arms back, low crescent lunge, heart is way open here. Release and find your plank. You could be knees down or knees up. Nice strong chaturanga, right? The spine stays strong, the core is engaged, everything's strong, okay? And let's work on some locust here. Bring your hands back by your hips, your gaze toward the mat, your toes pointed behind you. Palms are facing up. Roll your shoulders toward your ears, down your spine. Lift your palms, lift your heart. Your head follows the spine. It's not throwing itself back, it's following the spine. And release. All right, let's go back to the heart and hands lifted. Add some legs. And release. Hands under the shoulders, down dog. Yes, find your way. Nice. Take your time. All right, check out your down dog. Is it feeling even? All 4 points of contact, right? You've got 2 hands and 2 feet. Now take your right leg up, take a step forward, and bring your left knee down. Arrange yourself for a low crescent lunge, arms back, heart shines up, gaze up. All right, release, bring your hands down, tuck your back toes, lift that knee, get super strong here, take a giant step forward. Half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. Hands come heart center. Okay, so from right here, inhale, exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Bring it down, lunge back left. Low crescent lunge with the arms back. Plank. Go ahead, hands down, knees up or down for your plank. Yep, I'm watching you. You know what you're doing. Let's see those nice strong chaturangas. Good spine, yes, good. All right, we're gonna go back into the locust now. So your hands by your side, toes pointed behind you. Lift the hands and the legs. And release. All right, now extend your arms long in front of you. Your palms facing here. And we're going to lift the arms and the legs from the front, Superman, and release. Go ahead and put your hands under your shoulders and find downward facing dog. Thinking about being even in downward facing dog. Left leg comes up, left foot, big step forward, right knee down, low crescent lunge, arms back, heart shining up. Hands down. Lift your back knee. One big step takes you forward. Half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. All right, take a few breaths here. Find mountain pose. Just see how things are feeling. Everybody okay? We good? All right, so we're going to balance out our sun salutation with a little moon salutation, which will have triangle and pyramid in it. So we start with the feet hip width distance apart. So position yourself on your mat, because when we open wide, right, we're going to be coming into triangle, so you want to have length of your mat. Okay, let's breathe. Inhale, float the arms up, and let's daisy, sway and sway. Now open up to 5-pointed star with the toes face out. Bend the elbows and the knees for moonflower. Coming back up, 5-pointed star. Turn your right toes to the right, left toes in at an angle. We're doing triangle here. Reach and release. Let's warm it up first. Reach to the right and release. Reach and come back. Now reach, reach, reach. Let your right hand drop to your right leg with the palm face out. Left arm up. Gaze towards your right big toes. Gaze toward the center of your space. And if it doesn't make you very off balance or dizzy, go ahead and find your left fingertips. Put a little bend in your right knee. Follow your left hand as it comes down to your right leg. Both hands are going to rest gently on the right leg and just fold over your leg as much or as little as you want to. Now open back into your triangle, straightening the right leg as you do that. Come on back up, toes out, 5-pointed star. Elbows and knees bend, moonflower, step together, and daisy, and daisy, daisy, and daisy, and release, shake it out. Okay, any questions, or are we good to move to the left? Okay, so make sure you're where you need to be on your mat here. Mountain pose, float the arms up. Here we go, daisy and daisy. Opening to 5-pointed star. Bending into moonflower. Back to 5-pointed star. Left toes to the left. Warming up our triangle. Reach and release. Reach and release. Reach and release. Now reach, reach, reach. Left hand drops to the leg with the palm out. You might be low or high, but your shoulders are definitely stacked. Right arm is up. Gaze toward your left toes, toward the center of your space, and maybe find your right fingertips if that works for you. Put a little bend in your left knee. Follow your right hand. Both hands rest gently on that left leg. Straightening the left leg, coming back to triangle. Coming up to 5-pointed star. Moonflower, spring together and sway. And bring it down. Inhaling and exhaling. All right, let's take a few breaths here and just see if we can feel the equalness, right? The balance that you've been cultivating in your practice tonight. The balance between hard and soft, balance of your body on the earth. Calm and balanced mind, and we'll smooth out the breath so that gets balanced too. All right, let's shake around for a moment and come into some nice forward folds with the legs wide. So we take the legs wide with the toes facing forward here. Okay, they could also be slightly angled in. Put your index fingers in your hip creases, and with a straight spine, start to fold forward. Keep your hips over your ankles. You might decide keeping head higher than heart is where you're going. You might decide to fold halfway. You might decide to fold deeper. Wherever you are, let your hands slide down your legs to whatever point they reach. If your hands reach the mat, go ahead and put them on the mat here. And just enjoy. Now, with your hips over your ankles, you'll get a nice stretch in your hamstrings, so think about that. And take a couple of breaths here. Bring your hands to your hips. Come halfway up. Press through the feet and slowly come the rest of the way up. Okay, so we're still with the legs wide here. Now we're going to turn the toes out. Bring the hands to the hips. Bend the knees. Index fingers are still in the hip creases as we fold forward. Now the knees are bent, and we're taking the knees over the toes, extending those inner thighs, extending through the inner thighs. Bring your hands to your legs. They might rest on your thighs, your shins. You might reach the mat. And then just let your body sway side to side. So we're extending one leg and then the other. You could do it from up here. You could do it from down here. Just see what feels best to you. These are the same muscles we were using in our gate pose. And come back to center. Bring your hands to your hips. Start to straighten your legs. Come halfway up. Press through the feet. Long spine brings you up. And if you hop, you can hop your feet together. You can heel toe them. However you want to get your legs back side by side and shake things out. How's everybody doing? We okay? All right. So let's find mountain pose here and breathe. Inhale and exhale. We couldn't celebrate the autumnal equinox without doing a tree. Now, could we? No, that would be wrong. So let's go ahead and find tree. All right, we're going to find our feet nice and balanced on the earth. Spine nice and long. Okay. You can start with hands to hips if you want. Give the body an idea of what you're trying to do. Keep that left leg strong. Right knee out, but the hips are still facing forward. And if you want to go straight into tree, go. If you want to just work your way toward it, yes. Move your arms if you want. That's the great thing about having a nice, consistent yoga practice. You make decisions and release. All right, do that on the other side. Find a tree. Come back to equal standing when you're ready. All right, one more on each side. Just do it like your version of tree tonight. Whatever you want to do with it, just go there. Try. Some of you could probably hold tree for the next 10 or 15 minutes. So just try and think about 6 or 7 breaths in tree. done on one side, do 6 or 7 breaths on the other. When you're done, come back to equal standing. When you're done, remember. And find your breath. All right, now scan your body while we're still standing. See if any final moves are being requested while you're upright. Look around your space and grab anything that you like to have with you when you come down to the earth. And we'll meet in mountain pose at the top of the mat. Okay, working our way down now. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Take a half lift. Fingertips down. Go into your vinyasa or step back to down dog. If you're in down dog right now, go ahead and check it out. See if things are nice and even. And then bring your big toes to touch. Take your knees to one side, hips to the other. And come back to center. If you're moving through vinyasa, just keep going. And if you're in down dog, bring your knees down. Find seated mountain pose. So we'll all reconnect in seated mountain pose. Okay. As you find your seated mountain pose, find your equal sitting on the hips. Find the flex of the feet, the length of the spine. Bring your hands to your heart. Exhale. And then as you inhale, fingertips up toward the sky. Here's a fun little experiment. Close your eyes, and then as you float your fingertips back down to the mat, see if you can get them there at the same time. Just play with that. Fun to do it with your eyes closed. All right, let's shake things out here. Inhale and exhale. We'll do a couple of soft forward folds. Float the arms up and just melt. Roll your hands up your legs. And one more time, float the arms up and just melt into a nice forward fold. And roll up to seated. All right, let's go ahead and bend the knees, bring the feet to the mat. Slowly roll down. Okay, now we're going to start connecting with the earth and distributing our weight so it's nice and even on the earth here. The knees are bent, the feet are flat, arms are by your side, okay, with about 6 inches away from your hips. And just breathe here, feel the earth, feel yourself connecting to the earth. Okay, we're coming into pigeon, so take your right ankle across your left thigh and flex your right foot. We're going to draw the legs in toward us. And this is going to be a pigeon that will hold for a while, so we're going to set it up. See what your right knee is doing. If it's pointing toward your face right now, take your right hand and gently press that knee away from the face. Okay? Take your right hand through your legs, hold on to your left thigh or shin, and then bring your left knee in line with your left shoulder. So the important things are keep that right foot flexed. Left knee is in line with the left shoulder. The right knee is not pointing straight to the face, it's pressing away. And send some breath into your right hip. Go ahead and release, unwind, bring 2 feet to the mat, left ankle across the right thigh, left foot flexes, legs come in towards you. You gently press that left knee away if it's headed toward your face. Left hand goes through the legs, hold on to your left shin or hamstring, and the right knee comes in line with the right shoulder. So double check. Left foot is flexed, right knee's in line with the shoulder. Left knee is pressing away from you, not towards you. And you're breathing. Now gently release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat, knees gently open and close. Extend your arms and your legs long, inhale. Exhale, draw your knees in and come into happy baby. And just rock around, give your spine a little massage here. Now come back to center. Release your feet, but keep them off the mat so you have space to point and flex. Circle one direction and the other. Yeah, now go ahead and bring your feet down. Okay, we're going to turn the palms up and extend the fingers wide. Wiggle them into a gentle fist. Extend and wiggle. And then rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Okay, bringing the hands down, just let the head move side to side. Thinking about that neck. Come back to center and start to take any final moves and readjustments that you feel like you want or need as you work your way toward your final relaxation position for this practice, for this moment. When you feel nice and settled, take a nice deep inhale through the nose and slowly exhale, releasing yourself onto the earth, into the support of the earth, taking a few moments to just be. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Allow your breath to deepen. Gently invite movement back to your body. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And then stretch long. Exhaling, draw your knees in. Give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side. Up to a nice, easy seat. As you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.